and this is led by UMNO, MCA, and Now, let's rewind a little bit. For most of Malaysia's history, the political story was actually very easy to explain and pretty predictable. For over 60 years, from independence up until 2018, Barisan Nasional just kept winning. And then came GE14 in 2018. And for the first time ever in history, that system broke. Pakatan Harapan or PH won. Mahathir returned as Prime Minister at 92 years old. And Malaysia entered what many thought was a new era. But what happened next, let's just say no one really expected that to come. Because instead of stability, what followed was one of the most turbulent periods in Malaysian political history. And honestly, quite messy. In 2020, the Sheraton move happened. The government collapsed. Mahathir resigned and Muhyiddin took over. And then later, it got even more chaotic. In 2021, Muhyiddin lost majority support and stepped down, and then Ismail Sabri became the Prime Minister. So in just 3 short years, we had 3 different Prime Ministers without having a single election. And not gonna lie, that was a time where our country was in a total mess and not investor friendly at all. And well, that's also partially why we have the anti-party hopping law right now, to reduce instability and prevent politicians from switching parties after being elected. And then came GE15 in 2022, and this is where things got even more complicated. For the first time ever, Malaysia ended up with a hung parliament. Basically, no one had enough seats to form a government. And based on the Election Commission's official results, Pakatan Harapan had 82 seats, but still not a simple majority. Pakatan Nasional came close with 74, and Barisan Nasional held 30. A smaller but still critical number. And then East Malaysian and smaller blocks were holding the rest of it. Basically, nobody crossed the 112 mark. So everything depended on coalition negotiations. And remember what I said earlier? The kingmaker. This is where East Malaysian blocks like GPS in Sarawak and GRS in Sabah matter a lot. Because when no peninsular coalition has enough seats on its own, their decision suddenly becomes very important.